Cairo International Airport is the international airport of Cairo and the busiest in Egypt, and serves as the primary hub for Egyptair and Egyptair Express as well as several other airlines. The airport is located to the northeast of the city, around 15 kilometers from the business area of the city, and has an area of approximately 37 square kilometers. It is the second busiest airport in Africa after Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. History. During World War II, the United States Army Air Forces built Payne Airfield to serve the Allied forces, rather than take over the existing Al Mazrah Airport located 5 kilometers away. Payne Field was a major air transport command, air cargo and passenger hub, connecting westwards through Benghazi Airport to Algiers Airport on the North African route to Dakar Airport in French West Africa. Other locations which transport routes were flown were Raf Habaniya, Iraq on the Cairo, Karachi, India route, Lida Airport, British Palestine, Jeddah, Arabia, on the Central African route to Roberts Field, Liberia, and later after the war ended, Athens, Greece, and on to destinations in Europe. When American forces left the base at the end of the war, the Civil Aviation Authority took over the facility and began using it for international civil aviation. In 1963, Cairo International Airport replaced the old Heliopolis Airport, which had been located at the Hayek Steppe area in the east of Cairo. The airport is administered by the Egyptian Holding Company for Airports and Air Navigation, which controls the Cairo Airport Company, the Egyptian Airports Company, National Air Navigation Services and Aviation Information Technology, and the Cairo Airport Authority. Terminals. The terminal facilities include Departure Hall 1, International Hall 3, and Hall 4 for private and non-commercial aircraft services. As part of the recent upgrading and facility improvements scheme, the CAA demolished the old Hall 3, previously used for domestic arrivals and departures, to reconstruct a new hall to be used for international arrivals. Terminal 1 is locally known as the Old Airport, although its facilities were recently given a complete overhaul and are newer than those of Terminal 2, which is still known as the New Airport. Terminal 1 was originally used by Egyptair and several Middle Eastern airlines. However, an increasing number of other foreign carriers, such as Air France and KLM, transferred operations from Terminal 2 in 2006. In May 2009, Egyptair moved all its operations to the new Terminal 3. In March 2010, with the closure of Terminal 2 for major renovation works, all non-Star Alliance airlines serving the airport shifted operations to the terminal. Departures and arrivals are with all airlines departing from Terminal 1 Hall 1, with the exception Saudia, which is the sole tenant of Terminal 1 Hall 2 due to the size of their operations. Most international airlines arrive in Hall 3. Arrival Hall 2 was recently reopened and serves international and domestic arrivals. The CAC has inaugurated the Airport City concept to provide an array of services and entertainment facilities to travelers, airport visitors, as well as the general public. The first phase, a new shopping mall called the Air Mall, has been built near Terminal 1's International Arrival Hall 3. As of 2009, the facade of the terminal was being upgraded. A study on reorganizing the departure and arrival halls is ongoing, as well as the feasibility study to include contact stands to improve the service and comfort levels to the passengers. Terminal 1 has 12 gates. Hall 4 Terminal 1 Hall 4 is dedicated to private and executive jet services. Even though it is referred to as a hall under Terminal 1, it is operated independently from the commercial passenger terminal. It has proven to be one of the most successful general aviation halls in the Middle East. Smart Aviation Company has been based at the building since 2007. It moved to a new executive FBO in 2010 adjacent to Hall 4. Terminal 2 was inaugurated in 1986 with 7 boarding gates. It primarily served European, Gulf and East Asian airlines. The terminal was closed in April 2010 for complete renovations starting in 2012 and lasting 36 months. The architecture of the building limited the opportunities for further expansion, which necessitated the entire building to be closed for major structural overhaul at an estimated cost of approximately $400 million. In February 2010, the World Bank's Board of Executive Directors approved a loan amount of $387 million to support the Cairo Airport development project to overhaul the terminal, with national banks providing the rest. The project will increase the terminal capacity from 3 million to 7.5 million passengers annually. The entire terminal's look and feel will improve dramatically once the renovation works are completed. The upgrades shall include the complete modernization of the 20-year-old facility to reach the same level of service as the new Terminal 3. Once completed, the renovated terminal will be operated jointly with Terminal 3 as one integrated terminal, thus reinforcing the role of Cairo International Airport as a regional hub. The renovated terminal is scheduled for reopening in 2015 and will double the capacity of T2 to around 7.5 million passengers and double the number of gates from 7 to 14. Upon completion, the terminal will raise the airport's passenger capacity to 24 million. The terminal will include larger and more modern retail areas and will include gates to handle the huge Airbus A380. Upon completion in 2015, the passengers can expect a highly modern terminal offering international standard service levels and more passenger conveniences, including large retail areas and lounges. In August 2011, Turkey's Limak Holding won the tender for modernizing the terminal. Terminal 3, given projected growth and the limited ability to expand Terminal 2. The Egyptian Ministry of Civil Aviation began construction of Terminal 3 in 2004. The terminal was officially inaugurated by the former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak on 18 December 2008 and opened for commercial operations on 27 April 2009. The facility is twice as large as the current two terminal buildings combined, with the capacity to handle 11 million passengers annually once the first phase is completed. It is adjacent to Terminal 2, and the two terminals are initially connected by a bridge, with its hub at the airport. Egypt Air's operations were overhauled with the full transfer of its operations into the state-of-the-art terminal between the 27th of April and the 15th of June 2009. To implement the Star Alliance Move Under One Roof concept, all Alliance members serving the airport were relocated to the terminal by the 1st of August 2009. The new terminal includes 2 piers of extendable capacity and gates facilities serving domestic and international traffic on contact and remote stands. The main building and the piers are connected by concourses. 2 of the gates are equipped to handle Airbus A380 aircraft. Provisions for a 3rd pier are in the planning stages. Terminal 3 has 23 gates, 6 check-in islands consisting of 110 check-in counters, 76 emigration and immigration counters, 52 contact and remote aircraft parking stands, 425 FIDS, 15 public information points, 7 baggage carousels, 63 elevators, 50 moving walkways and 51 escalators. Retail space covers more than 5,000 square meters. International food court with Oriental, Asian and Western food. Landside roads including bridges and flyover serving the traffic to and from the terminal building. Surface car park areas. A new access road connecting the airport with the Autostrad road and upgrading the access roads. Seasonal flight terminal. On 20 September 2011, Prime Minister Sharif inaugurated the new seasonal flights terminal, located west of Terminal 3. During the startup phase, Egypt Air operates its daily flight to Medina from the new terminal. All Hajj traffic of Egypt Air will move to the Saint, while Saudi Air's Hajj flights will still operate from Terminal 1. More destinations might be added during winter. The terminal has an annual capacity of 3.2 million passengers with 27 check-in counters and 7 gates, with a common gate and single security concept. The first in Cairo. It is designed to handle 1,200 passengers per hour. Passengers will be bused to remote aircraft stands around Terminal 3. Its purpose is to ease operational strains on the existing terminals during pilgrim seasons. Facilities. Overview. The airport has 4 terminals. The third opened on the 27th of April 2009 and the seasonal flights terminal opened on the 20th of September 2011. Terminal 2 was closed in April 2010 for major renovation works to the building's structure and facilities. A third parallel runway replaced the crossing runway in 2010. Runway 05L 23R is 3,301 meters long, 05C 23C has a length of 4,000 meters, and the new runway is designated as 05R 23L and is 3,999 meters. A new cargo terminal is also under construction. Future developments with the national carrier, Egyptair, and the Egyptian authorities planning to develop the airport as a hub for the Middle East and Africa. The airport facilities are in constant development. Several projects are underway, including a luxury 350-room 5-star Le Méridien Hotel opened in front of Terminal 3 on December 2013. The hotel is linked to the terminal by a 230-meter-long skyway that is also equipped with a moving walkway. The hotel and associated facilities cost over $91 million. Construction of a multi-story car park located near Terminal 3. Construction of an automated people mover. The main station will be located between Terminals 2 and 3 and will become an integral part of the bridge connecting the 2 terminals. The 1.8-kilometre track went into operation and links Terminal 1, the Emil, the multi-story car park and Terminals 2 and 3. Continued upgrade of the landside facade of Terminal 1. Reconstruction of Terminal 2. The Cairo Cargo City will provide state-of-the-art facilities to support the growth in cargo traffic through the airport, expanding the Cairo Metro to serve the airport. The new line, Line 3, which is in an advanced stage of execution, will link Greater Cairo from east to west with the airport at one end, and Mohandasan district at the other. It is expected to be fully operational by 2019. Development of real estate and the Oasis project, which entails a business park with company headquarters and regional offices. Construction of Aerocity, a family leisure park to be built within the airport's investment zone. With an area of 3 square kilometers, the enterprise should cost £1 billion and will be carried out in 2 phases. The first phase will consist of the building of a business center, and the second, of an entertainment park following the guidelines of Disney World. In the United States, there will also be parks, artificial lake, game courts, a water park, 18 cinemas and several restaurants. This will be a new feature of Cairo Airport and forms part of the long-term development and modernization plan. Airlines and destinations. Passenger cargo ground transport, limousines and shuttle buses. There are several ways to leave Cairo Airport upon arrival. The most convenient way is by one of the numerous limousine services. Pickup points are in front of the terminals. The prices are fixed depending on the destination and the car category. Category A are luxury limousines. Category B are microbuses for up to 7 passengers. Category C are mid-sized cars and new Category D are London taxis. Taxi tourists are often targeted by free taxi drivers in the arrival hall. The old black and white taxis usually do not have a meter and prices are negotiated before traveling. The newer white taxis have meters. The price list for a Category C limousine should give an idea of the upper limit for acceptable fares. The airport can be reached via Oroba Road from Heliopolis or via the new road. Connection Terminal 3 with the intersection between Ring Road and Suez Road. The toll for driving to the airport is £5 Egyptian. Accidents and incidents. On the 20th of February 1956, transports Aériens Intercontinentaux Douglas DC-6B on a scheduled Saigon-Karachi-Cairo-Paris flight crashed on approach to Cairo Airport. 52 of the 63 people on board were killed. On the 19th of March 1965, Vickers Viscount Yeacu of Iraqi Airways was damaged beyond economic repair when it ran into a number of lamp standards after a hydraulic system failure. On the 20th of May 1965, Pier Flight 705, a Boeing 720-040B, crashed on approach to runway 34, killing 121. On the 18th of March 1966, United Arab Airlines Flight 749 crashed while attempting to land at Cairo International Airport. All 30 passengers and crew on board were killed. On the 15th of January 1968, Douglas DC-3 of United Arab Airlines departed on an international scheduled cargo flight to Beirut International Airport, Lebanon, when the crew decided to return due to icing. The aircraft subsequently broke up in mid-air and crashed at Zifta, killing all 4 people on board. The cargo shifting in flight and the aircraft being 500 kilograms overloaded may have contributed to the accident. On 6 September 1970, Pan Am Flight 93, which was flying to New York City from Amsterdam, was hijacked and landed in Cairo after refueling and picking up another hijacker in Beirut. The Boeing 747-100 was blown up after everyone got out. The hijackers were arrested later. Accolades. 2010, one of the 3 most improved airports by Skytrax World Airport Awards. 2011, second best airport in Africa of the Airport Service Quality Awards by Airports Council International.